But I got to tell you, that crosstalk with Doug and Gator was astonishing to me. I can't help it. Like, as I start the show today, I just cannot. So they recited a story that had taken place, I think it was 7 or 8 years ago now. And it was with Evan, and it was back when, we actually had a little bit of fun in the office, and we did a weekly college football matchup on the old, whatever it was, PlayStation or Xbox. And I had beaten Evan a few weeks in a row, and then he decided he was going to get under my skin and do a few things, and I smashed the controller, and I went, to hell with this. I got to go in the air. And that part of the story is absolutely true. But it was the idea that it was 8 years ago or 7 years ago. Where did time go? Like, how does that happen? Now, I don't bother with Sully on this because Sully's still young, so life moves slow, and he enjoys it. When you're old, like me and Roberto and certainly David, I mean, poor David with the kids, the wife, oh, my God. Listen, life comes at you fast. How the hell is that 7 years ago? So, I honestly, that crosstalk was the most depressing thing ever. Not just talking to Doug and Scott. I'm talking, it was just depressing when they played that card. I go, oh, my God. How the hell is it 7 years, 8 years, whatever it was? I think it was 2009. I don't know. I can't help it.
Time flies when you're having fun, Mike.
Well, then, life should be moving pretty slow at this place.
I've heard that story a lot, though.
We almost lost David right there. Sorry, Dick.
They tell the other story about you playing the pickup football game, too. They tell that one a lot as well. When you guys played tackle
football. Oh, my God,
football.
Mike, 13 years ago.
Yeah, that's even further back.
13 years ago. I don't know. I don't know where it goes.
I'd love to have a tackle football game around the office with everybody. That'd be fun.
I'm going to tell you what would happen. You'd get killed. There are so many people here that want a piece of you.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, you don't have any idea. You know how many people are angry that you're in that seat right here?
I'm cool with everybody.
Nah. I didn't say you're cool with them. These are the people that when you turn around,
Mike, but that's any office. Any office is going to have gossip.
This business is a cesspool. It really is. Let's face it. This is an ugly business. Not great. Sully, I'm telling you, somebody would cheap shot you out there.
I could take it. Come on.
Oh, Mike, I'm telling you.
And I don't know about that. Like I said, everyone's cool to me around here. Everyone I talk to, everyone's...
If you played and that tackle game actually took place, there's a number of guys who want your job, and the easiest way to get it is to snap one of your twigs.
You'd be like Lonzo out there.
Yeah, honestly. You'd be Lonzo Ball. Everybody would be coming at your head. I don't think that's a good idea. It wasn't a good idea in 2004 when we did it. Sure as hell isn't a good idea now. I mean, honestly, who would even play? That's the other thing. Stoney's in a wheelchair damn near. Jamie doesn't do anything. I mean, that guy leaves his house in a hazmat suit. He's afraid of everything.
Doug and Gator would play.
Gator would not play.
Bogey would play.
Doug would not play.
No, I bet you Doug would.
Bogey would if his girl gave him permission.
I'm sure like Brian Chapman would play. Leach would play.
Yeah, see, now you're getting a couple of gutter balls in the mix, and I wouldn't want to be there.
You know who Tom would play? I bet you Tom would take it seriously.
Milliken would you know what Milliken would do? He would be what is the actor's name? Bradley Cooper. He'd be Bradley Cooper in Wedding Crashers.
See, I know that reference, yes.
Yeah. He would be out there, and he'd hurt somebody.
Tom would be middle linebacker just trying to take shots at everybody.
Powers couldn't play because he's got 2 bad rotator cuffs. He's out.
Dennis would play. Dennis loves competition and playing stuff like that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I guarantee
Dennis has been walking around very slow the last few years. I don't think that's happening. I mean,
I'm trying to think who else.
No, hell, do we have anybody else at this place?
Pat, Wojo.
Pat? What, are you kidding me? Give me a break. Pat would go on the field, everything would turn to black and white. Would look like one of those wartime films.
Kang would play.
Talk to me, Gator. Gator has joined us here. Would you play?
We talking football?
Is Sully's trying to do a reprisal of 13 years ago.
Of the story you guys always tell about the tackle football game when Mike took it seriously or whatever, Gator?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you're asking
you're right.
if you're asking I get the first down, the answer is yes.
Well, you would play, though.
I would play. Absolutely, I would
By the
play.
way, you want to know who took it serious? Gator will back this up. Doug had his own jersey
Well,
with his name on it.
I would like to say that I know all that, but because I couldn't play that day. I had a previous commitment.
Engagement.
I did. Otherwise, I would absolutely have
All
played.
right, let me ask you the question.
To see Mike Gunter and Ray Templin have the colossal match, and people who don't know Ray played semi-pro football.
Clash of the Titans.
I mean, I understand that collision was
Gator,
titanic.
you want a true story from that day?
I do.
Ray wore a mouthpiece.
Why? Well, if you're playing tackle, I don't blame him. I would too.
He was out for blood. Here's my question.
Yeah.
Who else at the station would actually play? Like the morning show, forget it. Stoney's 100.
No, those guys aren't going to play.
Gov would play, but he'd be Bradley Cooper from Wedding Crashers.
If he's allowed to play.
Jamie would never play.
No, Jamie's not going to play.
Would not happen. Okay, so now you
would
move.
Greg play the producer? Greg might play.
Yes, he would.
Okay.
Greg strikes me. Greg scares me a little bit.
Our whole show would play. Well, Greg, there's reason to be scared of Greg.
I think he would carry a weapon.
I don't think he'd carry a weapon, but I think, well, he'll definitely talk to himself and he'll hear voices and something will happen. Because
Yeah, if you guys aren't
I'm
aware.
not speaking out of turn.
No, you're not.
It's
And
just-
this
Wow.
is,
He
no,
knows it.
This is good. I like when you're throwing a little shade. You know, Greg talks to himself in the morning, but they refuse. See, what I've told them is you should record him behind the glass without him knowing.
100%.
And then that could be its own bit.
I remember one day I was walking past back in one of their older buildings, and the screener was in a different room. And I'm walking, and I hear, because we were preparing outside the room for our show, and he's talking, to himself. And I walk past, I go, "You all right, buddy?" He's like, yeah. I'm like, "I thought I heard voices." He's like,
Powers couldn't play because he's got two bad shoulder
Jimmy wouldn't play
blades.
because he's got the bad back
Would
and
Doug,
shoulders.
would Doug still play?
Doug would play, absolutely. Doug would play. Our whole show would play.
Yeah,
Doug would play.
your whole show would
Craig
play.
would play.
All right,
Kang
so
would
it would
play.
be your show and our show. Guess what? There'd be nobody else.
Would Willie play?
No.
Willie?
No.
Willie would play. I think Willie would play. You could shame him into it.
Who else?
Caputo would, wouldn't he?
Are we
No.
getting one of those easy chairs for him?
Well, Pat would talk a big game about how it was when I played the Groves, okay? You know?
He'd have like one of those leather helmets. Like the single ring.
Yeah, he'd come out. He'd have that Matt Barr face mask.
you all! Birchie would play. Yeah. Birchie Kid would play.
Would he be sober enough to actually do it?
Wow. That's what time of the day, I guess.
Bro!
If you told Birchie that we'll drink plenty after the game, he'll be like, "All right, dude, it's cool. I got it."
Evan can't play because
Evan
of that,
can't because he's got the leg, right?
Well, the devastating injury.
Well,
He
that
can't
was
play.
horrific, yeah.
Right. Wojo can't.
No, no, that's
Okay.
Wojo.
Right. Bogey 50-50. See, like
Well, if
we don't-
Harbaugh says Wojo could play, Wojo would play.
Right. We just
Bogey would play.
Look, here's what I told Sully, and it's the truth. All right. It was a bad idea 13 years ago. It's even a worse idea right now. Worse. Sully's like, "Oh, this would be great."
We're talking tackle, right?
Yeah, I'm like, Sully would get killed.
If we went down to two-hand touch or flag, would that make it any different?
No, because I'll tell you what'll happen. And Sully doesn't believe it. Sully would get cheap shotted.
By you?
Oh, no.
Who's going to cheap shot
Are
Sully?
you kidding me? Oh, my.
You think there's, you don't,
You
is
can
it
keep your ear to the
the
ground.
stuff we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cool with everybody, Mike. Like I said, I don't know.
Not
It ain't
everybody.
about you being cool with them.
Not everybody.
It's about them being
Yeah,
cool with you.
exactly.
I can handle my own.
I tell you.
No, there's
Mike, there's a few sharks in the water who want that seat. I wouldn't get out
Bring
there
it on,
that
then. Let's
field.
go. Bring it on.
There
when
it
people
is.
call you chum, different meaning, my friend.
And I'll tell you, the guy you got to watch out for, Gator knows it. He's sitting right next to you.
Yeah, which one?
Nah. Greater Life carries a big knife. Look out.
Wow.
I'd be a little
Really,
worried about
David?
David.
After all we've been through?
David crackbacks him, blows his knee out.
I don't
Next
know
thing you
what
know,
you're talking
next thing you know, David moves over
Well,
right there.
I'm just saying, not only
Not at
Sully.
all.
I just as a player, I'd be worried about David. I don't know about his stability. Do you?
No, David's failing health has been a concern of this program for at least 6 months. David, how's that gluten-free lifestyle going as you smash a corn muffin?
He couldn't handle it.
No.
Oh, shut up, Roberto. I'll tackle
Oh,
you.
here we go. See, it's on. This is why we're afraid of you.
Listen,
You
What?
would you?
Doug's in.
All right,
wasn't
good.
for this damn Lyme disease, I'd be out there.
All right, that's enough. We're way over time now. Thank you, Gator.